Now on CoastTV News.
Fenwick Island will finally begin a dredging project years in the making. We'll tell you why one local says this work is needed. And a house fire investigation in Ellendale, new images from a scary evening fire.
This is CoastTV News Midday.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Elisa Weber and welcome to CoastTV News Midday. And happening this morning, police have identified the 66-year-old man who died in a crash on Sunday. Police say the victim's name is Sherman Jackson, and according to officials, Jackson was killed after he ran his car off of Stockley Road, hitting a mailbox and a tree. Police say Jackson was speeding and not wearing a seatbelt, and he did die at the scene. And new this morning, new pictures from a house fire in Ellendale. According to the Ellendale Fire Company, multiple agencies responded to a blaze where flames could be seen shooting outside of the house, and that fire happened Friday evening. And the agency says thankfully there were no injuries reported, and the Delaware State Fire Marshal will continue investigating the cause. And also new this morning, Seaford is announcing a temporary closure of part of City Hall. According to the city, starting today through Wednesday, the drive-through and back entrance will be closed, and the city says this is so contractors can complete sidewalk renovations. And if you live in the Angola area or got rerouted on Route 24 or lost power over the weekend, here is why. Police confirmed a man was driving on Route 24 near Jolin's Way when a tree unexpectedly fell. That driver then hit the tree and then live wires fell down, causing the man to swerve. And the good news is no one was hurt, but Route 24 was closed for a couple of hours. And we're now going to take a live look outside into Rehoboth Beach, and our first alert meteorologist Bob Trahey is going to join us. Bob, it was a warm, beautiful weekend, but now you said bring out those sweatshirts. It's going to get cold.
Absolutely, Elisa. It was a beautiful weekend, and as we speak, a cold front is working through Delmarva, and out ahead of that front, we're seeing nice temperatures into the low 70s right now. Salisbury 72, as is Milton, 71 in Georgetown and Bethany Beach as well. But the winds are starting to pick up out of the northwest as a cold front is moving through. We see sustained winds around 10 to 15 miles per hour, and they're getting pretty gusty now, up to 28 mile per hour gusts in Georgetown, 22 in Salisbury. So it's going to get really windy as we go into the afternoon. Unfortunately, no rain with this front. It'll be a dry frontal passage as the front is making its way into Sussex County right now. You can see on the visible satellite picture, it says the front is back here, but I think it's a little closer to us. And once it comes through, you'll know it. Those winds will really pick up from the northwest. Any kind of moisture associated with this system is across the Great Lakes and the Northeast, even some snow in upstate New York. We're not going to see that, but colder temperatures on the way. Here's Futurecast. You can see the green and yellow arrows indicating the strong winds into the afternoon. Temperatures falling through the 60s by 4 o'clock and lower 60s by 5:30, and even colder after that, as the winds will be sustained around 20 miles per hour, so gusting up to 30 this afternoon. It'll feel like fall into the evening as temperatures fall into the 50s, and even colder than that down the road. I'll have much more on the chill and when we could see some frost and when the temperatures will warm up again. That's coming up a little later in the newscast.
Thank you, Bob. And this is a project that has received a lot of attention in Ocean City. Happening today, the last phase of work on Baltimore Avenue will begin. And this will be the resurfacing of the avenue. And in the last phase, the last few months of this long project have also included a sidewalk and sewer work. And happening today, a project that took years of effort, Fenwick Island's channels will be dredged. According to the town, the $2.3 million project will be primarily paid for by the state and the county. Locals we spoke with say they've seen firsthand how shallow this water is, so this dredging is greatly needed.
The first week he moved in here, he was coming down with his pontoon boat to come visit us and got stuck in that shallow water.
And the dredging work in Fenwick Island is set to finish on November 12th. And this week, the city of Lewis will get an update on a plan to make this street, Sussex Drive, safer. This could include adding turn lanes, a changed traffic flow, and also creating no stopping or standing areas. The goal of this project is to increase safety near the neighboring schools. And with just 23 days until Election Day, a new NBC News national poll of registered voters shows the presidential race deadlocked at 48%. Now, as November 5th closes in, Vice President Harris and former President Trump are ramping up campaign events across the country, and another security concern is grabbing headlines. NBC's Alice Barr shows us what each candidate is focusing on as campaigning continues today.
As the presidential nominees pick up the pace on the campaign trail.
With your help in 23 days, we will win. We're going to win Arizona, and we are going to defeat Kamala.
A new NBC News national poll of registered voters shows the race in a dead heat at 48%, indicating a slowdown for Vice President Harris after her popularity surged in the last NBC poll following a September debate. The poll points to a deep gender gap, with Vice President Harris leading with women by 14 points.
One of the things that attracted me to her is that she was smart.
And former President Trump ahead with men by 16 points.
He's worked hard, he's created jobs, he's built businesses.
Margins remain razor thin in the critical battleground states, and on the issues, the former president is seen as stronger in handling the economy and immigration.
You know what I did? I called them up. I said, close the border.
While the vice president gets a boost on reproductive rights, campaigning in North Carolina, she highlighted her newly released medical records, including her physician saying she's in excellent health, putting the pressure on Mr. Trump.
He refuses to release his medical record.
That as federal authorities are investigating a new potential security threat. A man with guns in his vehicle was arrested Saturday, stopped at a checkpoint about a quarter mile from former President Trump's rally site in Coachella, California. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
Coming up after the break, the Ocean City community came together for a good cause, and we'll show you an exciting moment for a group of second grade students.
Every family deserves a cozy mattress, a table to gather, and a space to relax. At Alton Brothers, credit problems are no problem. Alton's in-house financing works with you to get the furniture you deserve. Proudly helping families for over 75 years. Alton Brothers Home Furnishings in Salisbury.
Coverage on the road, in your community, along the coast. The IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep, live on the street, day or night. From breaking news to weather in your town. The IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep, coverage you can count on.
Angela Alsobrooks got caught taking illegal tax breaks, at least $16,000.
Senate candidate Angela Alsobrooks took advantage of tax breaks that she was not eligible to get.
Angela Alsobrooks' campaign says she was unaware of the error.
That's odd because all 4 mortgages were in her name on the D.C. property.
Alsobrooks owes $59,000 in back taxes. Alsobrooks isn't just dishonest on her taxes, she's dishonest with us. Maryland's Future is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Fall into planning at Bellaterra Garden Center. Come check out our locally sourced collection of trees and shrubs, all shapes and sizes. Did you know that Bellaterra is open 7 days a week? Join our garden club for big savings and first access to all sales promotions. Join us on October 19th through the 27th for our fall blowout sale, up to 50% off. Check Facebook and our Instagram pages for specific details. Located right off Route 16 in Ellendale. Bellaterra, your go-to garden center.
In 2019, 2 visionaries banded together behind a restaurant to create the ultimate pizza, starting from scratch, just like our dough. At the Dough Bar, everything is a season for a reason. From our gourmet specialty pizzas to our signature sandwiches and mouth-watering entrees, we use high-quality ingredients for a freshness you'll crave. Enjoy our specialty cocktails with 16 craft brews on tap, or toast your own s'mores tableside by the water. Order online or visit the Dough Bar, Milton, Delaware's hidden gem.
Coming up,
I can't believe I'm on Drew's News.
Leah Thompson on the anniversary of Back to the Future.
Did you know that it was going to be the phenomenon that it is?
Monday at noon on CoastTV.
Don't accept no for an answer. You deserve a second chance. Alton's in-house financing works with you to get the furniture you deserve. Helping families on Delmarva with their furniture needs for over 75 years. Have you been to Alton Brothers in Salisbury lately?
On Sunday, a new storybook called Keep Our Beaches Clean, What If Everyone Did That was unveiled in Ocean City to teach everyone the importance of picking up trash on the beach. This book was created by a second grade class who worked together to write and draw all of the pictures, and after showing their book to a professional surfer, Kelly Slater, he made it possible to have that book published. And organizations came together to hold a ceremonial ribbon cutting.
One thing that the publisher told me was that they have never had a community come around a book like this before, and I think that just attests to how amazing Ocean City is.
And people had the chance to purchase their very own copy of the book, and some of the authors were there to sign.
It looks like the cold front has made its way through Cambridge right now. Northwest winds 22 miles per hour. You see how the water is pretty chopped up on the HSB camera, 70 degrees there. And we're looking at falling temperatures throughout the afternoon and getting windy as we're seeing this cold front. That will bring in the coldest air mass of the fall season so far, and possibly some frost later in the week. Want to congratulate our umbrella giveaway winner today. It is Terry Harmon from Milton. Congratulations, Terry, on your brand new umbrella from Paul Davis and Coast TV. I'll have your chilly weather forecast coming up after the break.
My patients mean the world to me. It's why I come to work every day.
When a patient gives me a hug or says, I can't believe you were able to do this for me.
Getting somebody out of pain.
Seeing a patient be able to smile when they haven't for years.
Somebody that's afraid and then they're not afraid anymore.
I love making a difference in other people's lives for the better.
I think that's a really amazing thing that you can do for somebody else.
I'm thankful that I get to do it.
Open 6 days a week with convenient hours. Call and schedule your appointment today.
At the Delmarva Design Center, appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring come together in one showroom. We have specialists in each division like myself in cabinetry to ensure that you have the best product to fit your needs. And your selection fits seamlessly with every element of your project.
It was very important to find somebody that was knowledgeable in the whole picture, the cabinetry, the appliances, and the countertop. We are delighted with the outcome.
Delmarva Design Center. Great design starts with great inspiration. Selbyville, Delaware.
Capture your favorite moments at the CoastTV photo booth. Strike a pose and snap a pic, all for free. View previous pictures and see the next event at coasttv.com under the Features tab. The CoastTV photo booth, sponsored by Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Get ready for the spookiest night of the year. Milton Zombie Fest is creeping up on October 19th starting at 4 p.m. in downtown Milton. It's a haunted Mardi Gras like you've never seen before. Bring the whole family for bone-chilling fun with live music, freak shows, food trucks, costume contests, and a laser light show that'll leave you screaming for more. Admission is free, so come join the undead for a night you won't forget. For more info, visit miltontheater.com. Sponsored by Coast TV.
Mondays at 5 on Big 107.7. It's time to huddle up and talk football.
We're talking touchdowns, tackles, and everything in between. From game-changing plays to the latest news around the league. We'll take a deep dive into all of the plays that made a difference. We'll see you in the end zone.
Catch the End Zone, Mondays at 5 on Big 107.7. Sponsored by Tyndall's Casual Furniture.
Get the Coast TV News app, the latest and most up-to-date stories for your coastal community. Coastal news customized to your needs. Download the Coast TV News app on your Apple or Android devices. Coast TV, our community, your news.
We had a nice stretch of weather through the weekend, sunshine and temperatures in the 70s and 80s, and it's in the low 70s now. But that's all coming to an end with the cold front. 72 in Laurel as the winds are starting to pick up out of the northwest there. And you'll see your temperature sliding through the 60s and those winds really picking up this afternoon. Here's our 5-day temperature trend. It's the last day of 70 for a while as temperatures will be falling into the 60s this afternoon. And then 3 chilly days, 60 on Tuesday, 59 the high on Wednesday, then 61 Thursday. A little warmer by Friday. We warm up even more into the weekend. If you're curious about our first frost, it usually comes on October 23rd. It could be a little early this year as we could see a little frost later in the weekend. Typically our first freeze is around November 10th. And here's our frost freeze forecast. We're good as we go into Tuesday morning, but look at the icicles getting a little bigger on Wednesday. Maybe a little bit of frost well inland Wednesday morning on some grassy surfaces, wood and metal objects. And then Thursday morning, I think that's our best chance for seeing frost as temperatures dip into the middle 30s and the winds go calm at that time. And it's very dry, and of course that's a problem. Dry conditions with the winds, well, that could raise fire danger, so it's best not to burn for the next several days until we get some appreciable rain. But you can see we're at the bottom of this comfy range the next several days as it is very, very dry and very cold air building in. Lower 70s right now, 73 in Rehoboth and Ocean Pines, Salisbury 72 and Seaford 71 as the winds are turning in from the northwest as that cold front is plowing through. We're seeing winds around 10 to 15 miles per hour, gusting close to 30 in Georgetown, 22 in Salisbury. You're going to want to hang on to that wheel this afternoon. We'll see gusts over 30 as we are seeing some clouds with the cold front, but nothing in the way of rain. It would be nice to see some rain as the front's moving through. It's dry for us, but all the rain and moisture is back through the Great Lakes and much of the Northeast, and even some snow into northern New England. But that's where the rain is. We're going to stay dry as the cold air is funneling in across the plains, and that will continue to move to the east. So here's Futurecast by noon. The winds revving up, temperatures falling into the 60s throughout the afternoon hours, and those winds gusting over 30 miles per hour. And as we go through the evening, the winds start to die out. We'll see lows in the 50s, and by midnight, temperatures already into the 40s. Very chilly to start tomorrow morning, maybe 39 in Delmarva. Elsewhere, we're looking at 40, so it's best to cover those plants just in case we get a little bit of a frost. But lots of clouds tomorrow, very chilly day. I would be surprised if we hit 60. A lot of us are stuck in the 50s as we go into the afternoon. Could see a few showers tomorrow night on Futurecast. That would be nice, but it looks like the chance is slim. And then very chilly into Wednesday morning with temperatures in the 30s and 40s and high only into the 50s with gusty northwest winds. And this afternoon, those winds over 30 miles per hour, they do begin to diminish as we go through tonight, and still a little gusty as we go into the afternoon on Tuesday as we have this chilly trough of low pressure over us basically Tuesday through Thursday, and then we start to warm things up by Friday and into the weekend. Temperatures a little bit above average. 70 this afternoon, mostly sunny, breezy, falling temperatures. Those winds gusting up to 30 miles per hour at times. 41 tonight, partly cloudy and cold. Then Tuesday, partly cloudy, breezy and cooler. A high only around 60. Paul Davis 7-day forecast. Tuesday through Thursday, that's the chilly time. The temperatures right around 60 and then upper 30s Wednesday and Thursday morning. That's our frost chance, and warming up end of the week to 67 Friday and then 70s for the weekend with sunshine.
Thank you, Bob. And right now we are looking for charities for our Bless Our Children campaign. We handpick families in need so we can make sure every child has a gift to open on Christmas. We are accepting applications from those nonprofits through October 18th. And coming up today on the Delmarva Sports Network at 6 p.m., it's your game of the night. Stephen Decatur will take on Parkside in boys soccer. Then at 8 p.m., it's Salisbury facing off against Baltimore Kings in men's soccer. At 10 p.m., it's post time, and stay tuned at 10:30 for the final score. And here's your exclusive DSN Plus games for today. At 4 p.m., you can watch Parkside play Easton in girls soccer. Also at that time, you can watch Newark take on Appo in volleyball. And of course, that game of the night we just mentioned, Parkside will take on Stephen Decatur at 6 p.m. Coast TV will be right back.
For every season, every weather moment, stay ahead with the Coast TV First Alert Weather Phone. Just call 443-880-9100. Your forecast just a call away. Sponsored by the law offices of Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico.
In 1925, a simple bank ledger began journaling the transactions of life in Willards, Maryland. New houses, barns, and farm equipment. Growing families and businesses both big and small. A record through time of hardship and prosperity. 100 years ago, the founding of the Farmers Bank of Willards was vital to the town. 100 years later, banking has changed, but the Farmers Bank remains steadfast in its original mission, keeping and reinvesting millions of dollars right here for the benefit of our communities.
The Rehoboth Beach Dewey Beach Chamber of Commerce and Visitors Center, along with the Paranormal Piranha, invite you to celebrate 34 years of fun at this year's Sea Witch Festival. This award-winning event takes place in Rehoboth Beach, Dewey Beach, and the resort area, October 25th through 27th. Join Hilda the Sea Witch Balloon as she makes her way down Rehoboth Avenue during Saturday's costume parade. Bring the kids, your folks, and even the dog. Find more information and a schedule of activities at beach-fun.com.
Has your kitchen remodel been on the back burner?
Move it forward now and take advantage of our biggest kitchen sale of the year.
Paul Davis can restyle your kitchen for half the cost of a traditional kitchen remodel. Get all new doors, drawers, and hardware without any major demolition. And the best part is, it's done in as little as 3 days.
We'll bring the showroom to you as soon as tomorrow and give you an estimate that day.
Call now to get $1,500 off, plus free hardware and no payments, no interest for 12 months. Call Paul Davis.
The restoration and remodeling experts.
This week, we're celebrating
the great outdoors,
complete with a campfire tale.
I used to camp and went to sleep when I heard this bear. What? It was the last time I camped for a long time. Turns out it was just a bird.
Monday at 7 on Coast TV.
Next Jeopardy, the heat is on. Last week, he smoked a 5-game champ. But now, this competition is a scorcher.
You love to see it. It's a close game.
Next Jeopardy!
Monday at 7:30 on Coast TV.
Huddle up for Nittany Game Week.
Get a sideline seat with coaches Jay Paterno and Tom Bradley as they join host Todd Sadowski for expert analysis on the blue and white. Nittany Game Week, Friday nights at 10:30 and Saturday mornings at 11 on DSN.
Happening today in Lewis, it's the last day to claim items left on the dunes or the beach. These items include chairs and kayaks, and if not claimed, the city says it will keep the items until October 30th. And people and animals have both been impacted by the recent hurricanes damaging much of the South. Now some of those animals have left shelters in Florida and are now here on Delmarva. The Brandywine Valley SPCA says all of the animals were already up for adoption, and clearing them out of the South makes rooms for those displaced during the storm. The SPCA is waiving fees across all campuses until Wednesday to help make space for new arrivals. And up next on Coast TV News, consequences from COVID-19. We'll tell you about the health risks doctors say people should be aware of if they've ever suffered from the virus.
Listen to 93.5 The Beach, Delmarva's rock station.
My impact matters at Life's Energy Wellness Center. I can see that.
We believe in providing our communities with services and spaces that support individualized recovery and fosters hope in all areas of wellness.
We're hiring behavioral health professionals and administrative support staff.
We offer paid professional development training, hybrid and flexible scheduling, and supervision hours.
Juntos podemos crear una comunidad de apoyo y resiliencia.
Your impact matters. Fly online today.
Elevate your business and engage more customers with Draper Media. Our diverse network of media properties such as WBOC, Coast TV, 93.5 The Beach, and 102.5 WBOC reaches over 500,000 Delmarva residents across various channels like television, radio, social media, and digital platforms. Enhance your brand's visibility across the Delmarva region with Draper Media. Our passionate team of media specialists and content creators are dedicated to showcasing your brand through engaging commercials, dynamic drone footage, eye-catching graphic and web design, and social media branding. Share your brand story on our popular programs, capturing the attention of your target audience. Trust your brand with Draper Media, a family-oriented company serving the Delmarva community. Contact Frank Hamilton today at fhamilton@wboc.com to get started.
Come home to Crawl Street Tavern, where everyone's a local. Home to the Crawl Daddy Light Craft Beer. Start your day off right with breakfast classics. Indulge in your favorite pub grub, amazing wings, and killer crab cakes. Live music every weekend. Located on Waikomico Street, just steps away from the Ocean City Boardwalk. Open every day starting at 8 a.m.
Hi y'all, it's April from Coast Country, and every Tuesday I get the honor of highlighting an amazing teacher right here on Delmarva with Teacher Feature. If you know a teacher who deserves some extra love, those who go above and beyond every day, head to coastcountry.com and nominate them today. Then tune in each Tuesday to hear their story. Teacher Feature right here every Tuesday at 11 on Coast Country 103.9 and 106.3. Sponsored by Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning and Vernon Powell Shoes.
There are many dangers COVID-19 can pose to a person, but a new study suggests the virus can have a significant impact on heart and brain health for years after infection. Mandy Gaither shows us the data and explains why researchers say everyone who's had COVID-19 needs to be aware.
In 2020, before vaccines were available, people who caught COVID-19 had twice the risk of a major cardiovascular problem like heart attack or stroke as those who didn't test positive, according to a new study.
What was also surprising is that the extent of that risk did not show any sign of diminishing or attenuation with time.
Dr. Stanley Hazen with Cleveland Clinic is co-senior study author. He says those risks and medical records studied stayed up to 3 years after infection, and those who had been hospitalized with severe illness from the virus were at even greater risk for heart problems.
That is, if similar to the risk of someone who had one heart attack and what their risk for having a second heart attack was.
Hazen says the risk also varied on blood type. Researchers say people with certain non-O blood types like A or B are already at higher risk of cardiovascular diseases, but the study found those with O-type blood who were hospitalized for COVID didn't have quite as high of a risk of heart attack or stroke. While the study did not look at the effects of vaccination on cardiovascular risk, Hazen says since the severity of the COVID-19 infection is linked to long-term cardiac risk, getting protected from COVID-19 through vaccination is critical.
If you have had COVID, I suggest think about heart disease and getting your cholesterol checked and your blood pressure checked.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Those winds are really starting to whip now with the cold front sliding through. Look at the flags in Lewis right now, white caps on Delaware Bay. Here comes the front, and temperatures falling through the 60s as we go into the afternoon and getting much colder than that with time. Remember, another way to get your forecast is a CoastTV First Alert weather phone. Call 443-880-9100. Your forecast is just a call away. Sponsored by the law offices of Baird, Mandalis, Brockstead, and Federico. I'll have your chilly 10-day forecast coming up next.
At the Delmarva Design Center, appliances, cabinetry, countertops, tile, and flooring come together in one showroom. We have specialists in each division, such as myself in appliances, to ensure that you not only get the best product for your needs, but that your selection fits seamlessly with every element of your remodel.
It's always fun bringing clients into Delmarva Design Center. No matter how much they want to spend, there's always an option for people to pick something that they like.
Delmarva Design Center. Great design starts with great inspiration. Selbyville, Delaware.
Join us for the American Cancer Society's Making Strides Against Breast Cancer in Ocean City on Saturday, October 26th. The walk starts at 8 a.m. on the boardwalk at the inlet. Sign up to walk or lead a team to celebrate courage and hope for breast cancer survivors, those living with metastatic breast cancer, caregivers, and families. Be the hope to help end breast cancer for everyone. For more details, visit coastcountry.com. Coast Country Cares, sponsored by Spicer Brothers.
Stay tuned to get a free automatic toilet bowl cleaner from Mermaid. Your sink stopper's broken, and fixing a drain is a pain. Introducing Mermaid Drain Magic, the instant solution to most broken drains. Just remove and replace. In seconds, you can fill and drain with a simple press of a button. Drain Magic makes replacing your old, broken, rusty, even missing sink stoppers fast and easy. Drain Magic's anti-clogging basket helps prevent clogs in your sink, catching hair, food, even jewelry. Made with brass and chrome and a silicone gasket, it creates a watertight seal. Order your Mermaid Drain Magic today for only $19.99 and get a Mermaid toilet bowl cleaner absolutely free. Drop it in the tank for up to 3 months of cleaning. But wait, this could be your last chance to get Drain Magic at this low price with free toilet bowl cleaner. There's a strict limit of 3, so order now.
Call 1-800-944-6857 or visit GetDrainMagic.com. So call 1-800-944-6857 or visit GetDrainMagic.com now.
Water, nature's ultimate cleaner. We drink it, we bathe in it. Think water, think steam, think clean. Now harness the power of water with the H2O X5 5-in-1 steam cleaning system.
I'm so impressed with the X5.
It's an all-in-one product, so I can use it throughout my entire house.
It's cleaning, it's sanitizing, there's no chemicals in it. It's just steam.
This is unbelievable. There is no more odor. You could spend over $500 to purchase the products that the X5 5-in-1 Miracle replaces. Order your H2O X5 steam cleaning system, a $500 value, for just 4 easy payments of $43. Order now and we'll upgrade your X5 package. We'll add a 6th mode with a dusting and polishing wand. Valued at over $30, this extra bonus attachment makes your H2O X5 the H2O X6. That means your 10-piece system becomes a 12-piece system at no extra cost to you. All for just 3 easy payments of $43. Call or click right now.
We're seeing temperatures in the lower 70s right now, but they'll be falling rapidly into the afternoon hours as the winds pick up from the northwest, gusting up to 30 miles per hour at times. And you can see how temperatures slide through the 60s, then into the 50s as we go through the evening hours. Here's your Paul Davis 10-day forecast, down to 41 tomorrow morning, a high of 60 maybe on Tuesday. Some chilly days between Tuesday and Thursday, highs only in the 50s and 60s. Could be a little frosty Wednesday and Thursday with temperatures in the upper 30s. It does warm up but by the end of the week and the weekend, looking at sunshine, 71 Saturday, 74 Sunday, and mid-70s, and still staying dry into early next week, Elisa.
Thank you, Bob, and thank you for joining us here for Coast TV News Midday. For more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app, and don't forget to join us for Coast TV News at 5 later this afternoon. Have a great day.